Hello YouTube, it's ModernCards, and this is going to be my first video besides my intro video that I posted a couple days ago. But this is going to be the first tutorial of many tutorials that will teach card tricks, and there'll be performances on this channel as well, and contests and giveaways and all that stuff. So I figured I'd put up a nice basic tutorial just to get some, card tricks going on here. So this is really cool mentalism effect. It has, what it is basically you're going to talk to each and every spectator that you're dealing with, and you could tell them to touch any random card, and the card that they touch is the one that you told them to touch, which is really, really cool. So let's get into it. So you say, spectator number 1, do me a favor, tap the one that you think is the 6 of spades. So they go through, they're like, okay, this one right over here. And you look, and then you say, tap the ace of diamonds, for example. They do this one. And then what you do is you say, I'm going to touch the 10 of hearts. And then you go in, you take out a card. Just like that. Now, what you do now is you ask the spectators just what were the cards that you had to touch. And they were the 10 of hearts, ace of diamonds, and the 6 of spades. So let's get into the tutorial on how to do this trick. So, we have, there's not really a setup, it's just one thing you just have to memorize. That you have to memorize a certain amount of cards down in the deck. Now, this can be 3 cards, like for example, I remembered the 3rd card down, but it could be a lot more than that. But it's just easier to see, and plus if you go too far down, it's going to take too long to count, and plus there's a bigger chance of the spectator actually picking that card. Now, I wouldn't recommend picking the first card or the last card, because I've had times where the spectators actually just take those cards. So just be mindful of that. Make sure you pick a card that works for you. You don't want to pick the 32nd card. You want to pick, like, maybe the 5th or 6th, or, I use the 3rd card. It doesn't really matter. So you're going to memorize that 3rd card. So, for example, it's going to be the 7 of clubs. Right over here. And then you're going to spread out the cards. And by the way, guys, I'm using the Red Tune deck of U.S. Playing Card Company cards. Really nice deck. So what you're going to do is you're going to spread out, memorizing that your 3rd card is the 7 of clubs. Now, if before you want to spread it out, if you want to do any like cuts or anything, just to be sure, false cuts, false shuffles, or anything like that, nothing too special. It's not really meant to be like a flourishy trick. It's more geared toward the spectators doing the magic. So I'm memorizing that the 7 of clubs is at the 3rd position, right over here, and I'm going to leave the card out-jog just a little. Let me spread it so you can see it in the camera. So I'm just going to out-jog that card a little bit, and you're going to say, just do me a favor and touch the 7 of clubs. Now, it's important that you say touch the 7 of clubs, because if they turn it over, it's not going to be the 7 of clubs. So they could really touch any card. So let's say it's this one. And just a side note, if they touch the 3rd card on like the first try, then you should just not do the rest of the trick, and you should probably just say, okay, you touched the 7 of clubs, and make it like so much cooler. But anyway, you're gonna say touch any card, touch 7 of clubs. They're gonna touch this card. You are the only one that can look at it. The card is the 10 of spades. So you're gonna look at it. You can make like an expression like they did a good job. You could say they did a good job, whatever you want. So now that they touched the 10 of spades, you're going to forget about the 7 of clubs for right now, and then you're going to say, spectator number 2, do me a favor and touch the 10 of spades, because you have the 10 of spades in your hand already. So they're going to touch this 10 of spades, you take it, you look at it, it's going to be the 4 of diamonds. You could ask another spectator, or in the performance I did myself as the 3rd card, but you can keep going. This can go on as many times as you wish. You just have to be the last one to pick the card. So, the first one was the 7 of clubs, then I said pick the 10 of spades. Now, I'm going to pick the 4 of diamonds. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over to that 3rd card over here, which is the 7 of clubs, and I'm going to put it right in with my cards. So now, you have worked kind of backwards in a way, that, you're always, it's kind of hard to explain, like you're always a step ahead. You know what's going to be next. So you have your 3 cards, and it's good if you ask the spectators to memorize the cards that they picked. Just makes it a little easier, and, so they don't forget. So you say, which one did you pick? You picked the 7 of clubs, and the next spectator picked the 10 of spades. The last one picked the 4 of diamonds. Now, it's a pretty cool trick. Nothing too special. There's going to be a lot of sleight of hand and stuff on this channel. So if you guys are interested in that, be sure to like the video and subscribe. Thanks.